Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. Welcome back yet again everybody. We are back with another fragrance review today. And this fragrance right here, guys, you guys voted for this fragrance and it was at the top of the polls. This fragrance won unanimously on the demand for a no hype review, and the competition was pretty stiff. I had some pretty crazy fragrances in that poll as well, but like I said, this fragrance right here won unanimously. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel. And we also use all the finances we get in this channel to procure a lot of the samples of these fragrances you guys and gals want to hear about. Because I do process these samples, that really does help in me giving you guys a very objective and honest and unbiased review, because I'm a firm believer that if you get a full bottle of something, that you maybe become biased towards something because you spent a lot of money on it. Okay guys, so because we are doing samples, it does help in a very big way on giving you guys the no hype on these fragrances. This fragrance I am going to talk about today that you guys chose, it's #1 on the polls. This fragrance is not available in North America. Yes, it's not available in North America. This fragrance, I believe, is available in Europe and maybe parts of the Middle East. It is an exclusive from the YSL line, but the thing is, there's a lot of hype going into this because apparently it's pretty damn good. And this fragrance is none other than YSL Babycat. Yes, YSL Babycat. Now for me guys, I got hyped about this fragrance for completely different reasons than not being able to get it because it's not available here in America. As some of you might know, my history is actually in fashion. This was before I started this channel. This was before I got into nursing. That was really my focus for like maybe several years. And I was at one point really integrated not only in the LA fashion scene but also worldwide. The inspiration for this fragrance, Babycat, is actually not a cat or a baby cat, but rather it is an iconic print that Saint Laurent introduced back in, I think, 2014 to 2015. And it was really a big deal, guys. It was a simple leopard print on white. It was placed in sneakers mostly, as well as some wallets and bags. But at that time, those were the hottest sneakers ever. Like, I am not joking. The Babycat sneakers were such a big deal that I had like 2 or 3 of them. People were paying above $1,000 for like these really beat up Babycat sneakers. So when I heard about this fragrance, that really got me interested because wow, they are making this iconic print and they're basically immortalizing it in perfume format. So of course, part of the questions that I had was, what would this really smell like? And then I found out eventually that this fragrance wasn't gonna be available in North America. And I believe at that time, and I think even until now, there were these ridiculous resale prices for this bottle. It was kind of like Mitza from Dior. They were kind of like really hyping it up and selling it real expensive, over $380 something for the bottle that really costs less. And you know, I told myself, you know what? I'm just gonna brush it off. You know, no big deal. If it ain't happening, it ain't happening, okay? I'm not gonna hold a grudge with YSL on why they didn't release the fragrance that's supposed to be linked to my favorite iconic sneakers, why it's not out here in America, whatever. So I just kind of waited, and then eventually, boom, this one popped up at Fragrances line. So that's how I was able to get my sample. Okay, now we know the backstory of this. Let's go spray this thing right now. Okay guys, let's go talk about YSL Babycat right here. Now, when I looked at the feedback on this fragrance, especially the opening, because the opening, in my opinion, is the most important part of YSL Babycat. There seems to be some sort of confusion on the feedback right here. There are some people saying one thing and another, okay? And in my opinion, this version of mine where I talk about YSL Babycat is probably a lot more accurate. I think that it's gonna give you guys a better impression of what you'll get with this fragrance right here. Now, the main note or ingredient that is at the heart of this fragrance, YSL Babycat, I'll jump the gun here, is going to be vanilla. Yes, vanilla is the main chief note of this entire fragrance. It embodies this fragrance. This is a vanilla fragrance right here. Now, the thing about vanilla is that this is a pretty common note or ingredient used in all levels of perfumery, guys, and even other scented products, scented candles. And so the big question is always, how can a luxurious brand such as YSL twist this vanilla, adapt this vanilla, or change it, or add to it to where it actually becomes befitting of its exclusivities? Even though I love vanilla, is it really that much of a big deal that I would spend a lot of money for it? So let's talk about the additives to this vanilla, shall we? So right here in the opening of YSL Babycat, and I said this before, this is to me the most likable part of the scent. This is where you have your Bourbon Vanilla Accord. Okay, that is the main thing that you are gonna get here in the beginning. What is Bourbon Vanilla? It's actually an accord. It's actually a mixture of different notes put together to give you an impression of a dry, woody, spicy type of vanilla. And right here, guys, the beginning seconds of YSL Babycat is actually peppery. So this one has black and pink pepper together, but let me say that they're not alone. So it's not like a dose of pepper without anything else. Obviously, this pepper spice comes with A, vanilla, of course. B, it comes with Elemi resin that smells kind of ambery. So it's gonna be pepper, Elemi spice, and vanilla, not on their own, but together to create that dry, woody, spicy Bourbon Vanilla Accord. So I really wanna straighten that out for those that got confused, maybe looking at the different feedback on this fragrance, and you think that, oh man, it starts with pepper and then it goes into resin, and you're like, man, this is so confusing, because I got confused really looking at that kind of feedback. But ultimately, this is a Bourbon Vanilla Accord opening, and it is quite likable. It is, in my opinion, a dark, sensual take on the traditional vanilla smell. It is not too sweet, it is semi-sweet, but it does have elements of spiciness, dry woodiness, maybe some amber, some resins, some balsamic smells. It seems like they took that traditional vanilla scent and turned it into that Bourbon Vanilla Accord, therefore making it darker, more sensual, and to me, more fashion forward. Those additives made YSL Babycat a fragrance that you can wear while literally wearing a leather jacket. You know what I mean? Like, you can look badass and fashion forward. Maybe you got boots on and you really look killer, but then Babycat just matches that. It matches it with really compliment getting, appealing vanilla, but man, twisted to become more sensual and dark for the fashion forward people. So that was a win right there for Babycat. I love this part the best. Now onto the mid, guys. The spice of this fragrance does ratchet up right here, and the very prominent note right here in the mid is going to be the spice of saffron, guys. Yes, it's the spice of saffron. Now do not forget that it still goes with the Bourbon Vanilla, okay? So it's going to be vanilla saffron together, and in this case, guys, the saffron, I will confirm, there is going to be that plasticky smell, okay? That plasticky smell from the saffron. And the last time I smelled this was, man, a long time ago with Tiziana Terenzi's Spirito Fiorentino. That was the last time I smelled this plasticky type of saffron right here. Nevertheless, the saffron is pretty nice right here. It's a nice spicy additive again to that Bourbon Vanilla right there. And then moments later, I would say maybe like 45 minutes to an hour later, that is when the beautiful incense comes in to mix with this saffron and vanilla. Now, the best way I could describe this part right here with the mid with the nice saffron spice, smelling kind of plasticky, with that whirling dervish of incense, as well as that bourbon vanilla. In my opinion, this part right here is pretty hypnotic. This is hypnotic for sure. And I see a lot of y'all commenting in some fragrances, and y'all are saying, yeah, this fragrance is hypnotic. This part right here is really, I think, for the wearer. You know, it's more than just, you know, the compliment getting vanilla for others. It starts off badass. It starts off with that leather jacket, killer intro, snap shades, with that nighttime sensual vanilla going on. And then later that incense, that saffron. I think this is just hypnotic for the wearer. And if you are wearing this, maybe you'll feel either more badass or you'll be sort of like on a trance, you know? And that's what this mid does. And in my opinion, when people buy vanilla scents, I think that they know that it's mostly for others because it's sweet, it's wonderful, it's lovely. You really can't say, ew, that doesn't smell good. Like, for sure, you're gonna get compliments and attention by wearing a vanilla perfume. However, with this fragrance, like, I don't know, it's not just for others. This is really for the wearer to feel more badass and confident because you have those elements like saffron and incense on top of that bourbon vanilla. Now, I would say hours 4 to 5 is where maybe that incense and spice really backs off, and really what emerges on the 5th hour, in my opinion, is going to be your straight up vanilla. That's right, your straight up sweet, natural smelling vanilla pops out, steals the show. And this reminds me of really my favorite vanilla scent, which is really purely just vanilla, and that is Indol Tejota. So Indol Tejota doesn't have really any additives, it's just vanilla, but for some reason it smells damn good. And right here with YSL Babycat, you are going to get the pure vanilla fix with this mid right here, because as the incense backs out, vanilla comes in, and that's gonna be another like couple hours or 3 or 4 hours of straight up Indol Tejota style vanilla, guys. In my opinion, it actually intensifies. I feel like it became stronger when this vanilla came out, because the first part and mid was filled with all these curving notes, and then finally there's no curving notes. So it's vanilla. I feel like this fragrance got stronger over time. Now, headed to the Drydown, guys, that beautiful vanilla is coupled with cedar, guys. So it's gonna be vanilla and cedar. And this combo right here, I think we all know, we're all familiar with. But of course, the one that's talked about is the Suede Accord, guys. So when does the Suede Accord come in? It comes in really late in the game, guys. So although there is that Suede Accord, I can't really say that it's a prominent, memorable part of this fragrance. It's a simple Suede Accord, I would say 6 to 7 hours down, that turns this fragrance on fade to black mode. So you'll realize down the line that this emerging vanilla that popped out and turned into vanilla woods, really you'll smell like a different like feel or texture, kind of like that warm, comforting suede feel that pushes this fragrance right here to fade to black. And maybe some people are saying it's leather, but to me it's just a Suede Accord. It's like a wonderful, warm, comforting Suede Accord that actually put me to sleep at one point. Now, the thing that's pretty amazing with this fragrance is the performance. This fragrance right here, YSL Babycat, gets the gold medal on performance right here. Why? Because A, the sillage is strong, and that's with only a few sprays. Like, I would say 3 sprays max. Some people have reported 1 spray is strong enough. But to me, 3 sprays, super strong sillage and projection that to me lasts for hours and hours and hours right here, guys. And this is the type of fragrance that should be worn in social situations where you want to smell badass, you want to smell sophisticated, but again, you want to get them with that vanilla right there. You will win in social scenarios wearing YSL Babycat. But in my opinion, you gotta have the attitude to match it. This definitely ain't for baby cats, guys, okay? You gotta bring your best, most confident look and feel while wearing this fragrance, simply because the first to mid is totally different. It's not gonna be your baby vanilla, your lovable vanilla that even if you wore like your Sunday dress, you would smell good. This is not one of those. Like I said, this is velour. This is leather. These are high boots and high heels. This is the night. This is wearing shades at night. This is definitely a different take on vanilla right here, but guaranteed, guys, you wear it, it's gonna perform for you for hours and hours, super strong. Now, longevity on this fragrance, guys, man, pretty crazy. This one's pretty crazy right here. This fragrance, no joke, lasted till the next day. The last time I wore this, I wore it at like 5 p.m. and I could still smell it, no lie, 9 a.m. the next day. And the warming, comforting vanilla, like I said, put me to sleep. Okay, it's a nice comforting vanilla with that Suede Accord, guys, that I think, you know, after a long night in maybe the fashion circles or a VIP party, at the end of the day, if you decide to just fall asleep in bed or on your couch, man, you're just gonna fall asleep with the warmth and comfort of this Suede Accord Vanilla Woods ending to this fragrance right here. Now, usage wise, guys, in my opinion, this fragrance YSL Babycat is for the nighttime engagements, guys, without a doubt. Fashion forward nighttime engagements where you have to dress badass. This is really not for the daytime. I mean, if you look at the notes and you smell this fragrance, it's dark, it's sensual, brooding, aggressive actually. So no, it's not really for the daytime. And weather-wise, I would say any AC environment will do, guys. It could also work pretty damn well for the fall. I think the fall is honestly the best season to wear this right here, when you've got your coat, you've got your layers, you got your shades on. I think that this is the best time to wear YSL Babycat. Now here's the big question. Troy, if you had the money, would you buy the big bottle of this fragrance right here? Is this full bottle worthy? My answer is yes. The answer is yes, guys, because unlike others, I really don't need a lot of vanilla fragrances. Like, the only type of people this fragrance would put off, like a lot of people are saying it's the spiciness or the pepper in the intro, but to me, if you don't like vanilla, period, if vanilla is not for you, you think it's too sweet, you can't really take it, then this fragrance will not be for you, because it's a triple dosing of vanilla from start to finish, guys. You're gonna get vanilla. So that to me is the only way this one's not likable. But the thing is, how many vanilla scents are really amazing contemporary nighttime fragrances? Not a lot. I mean, you can say Lune Feline is probably one of them, but even Lune Feline doesn't feel like a fragrance that you can wear to like a Hollywood party, for example. This fragrance smells very modern and contemporary, and so I would say that because of that uniqueness coupled with vanilla, and like I said, I don't need much, in my opinion, that's what makes it a full bottle worthy fragrance for me. Like, that would be the only vanilla that I would need, because in my opinion, if I wore like a daytime type of vanilla, it might kind of smell like a femme type of vanilla. So for me, nighttime badass version is definitely more than enough. Hopefully at some point, YSL will decide to sell this fragrance here. I like it a lot, guys, and hopefully they do it around fall, because like I said, fall is the best time to wear this right here. And I think it's gonna be beneficial for both parties, guys. For us, they're waiting for this, that want to get it at a fair retail price, not the expensive resale price that we're able to get this. And at the same time, I think they'll make a lot of money, because it is truly a nice fall fragrance right here. And the thing too, if you really, really want it bad, I think y'all should just look for a proxy. A friend or someone you know that's in Europe, maybe in Paris, or maybe in Dubai, that can buy this fragrance for you and ship it over for minimal fees, not a ridiculous resale fee. Like, if I wanted to, I know that we have a lot of friends of the channel that really live in Paris, so I can just hit them up and, you know, please grab me one, you know. I'll pay you a little bit extra. If you guys are in North America or any place in the world that can't try this YSL Babycat, again, I got it from fragrancesline.com. okay, that's one of those places I get my decants. So if you want to get a decant, they do sell it in different amounts. Mine was like 2 ml, but you can get a whole lot more over there if you just want to try this fragrance right here. And that is it. That is my review on YSL Babycat, the 2022 fragrance of Saint Laurent. that is an ode to my favorite Babycat sneakers, guys, or my Babycat print that's on the sneakers and the wallet. Let me know on the comments below what y'all think of YSL Babycat if you've ever tried it, guys, okay? I would love to know your feedback. And again, please do not forget to like and subscribe, because again, liking and subscribing does help the channel financially in procuring a lot of these samples. I think I spend like 100 something every other week on samples, guys, and of course the effort of actually processing it for you guys. So again, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless, take care, peace.